Okay, folks, now for something completely different. I'm not exploring the Midwest expansion. I wanted to try another one of these heavy cargo, these rescue jobs, and it's one where there's a heavy cargo rescue. Because supposedly what happens is you drop the cargo off. I have to go up and grab it first. You drop the cargo off, and then later, after they've unloaded the cargo, then you go back, and they will have loaded things onto that. See, I'm not sure how this is going to work, really. I know what we're going to do is we're glad that that guy is. Now, hopefully... Ooh, that's not even close. Oh, maybe it's close enough. Okay. Oh, and we do have to go that way. Good. So are you guys going to go ahead? I really need you guys to get out of the way. You know, if it's all the same to you. Because I need that lane. Are you gonna move? I don't think you're gonna move. Okay. Plan B. Plan B is I get out as much as I can. Okay, and hope that I can... Don't feel that you have to back up or anything, buddy. You know, I mean, I wouldn't want to put you out. Arsehole. I think I'm okay, though. Looking at the back of this thing. Let's just sit here and wait for the light to change. Because, oh, they can't wait for the light to change. Those guys are stuck. Well, we're going to have to do this then. And hope and pray that the back end of this clears the construction back there. And it did. Well, thanks for nothing, guys. You jerks. And how about you? Are you gonna let me through? Yes, you are. Thank you. Is anybody sitting there at the intersection? I didn't even check. I hope not, because the back end of this thing goes... So, luckily it's a short run. It's like 3 hours, which is like 10 minutes in the game, so... We should be okay. Just to be interesting to see. Ooh, Glen Canyon Dam. We're gonna go by the dam? I hope not. Good. Well, I left early enough in the morning. There's not a lot of traffic, so we're good. And this truck, luckily, is managing. So, remember, Gramps, go wide on the corners. Because the back end is... No, it's okay. It's not that bad, but... I probably should have these on, at least. Do I have beacons on the back? I don't have beacons on the back. Why not? Be nice if there was that option. Yeah, thank you, cop. This is my Mac R. My most favorite truck. I saw the Freightliner Argosy. Looks interesting too. I'm not sure whether it's old enough for me. I like these old trucks. Like the Freightliner FLB. There's an old one with rusty old paint. That's this one here. This guy. And it's got an 825. It's got an even better engine. I mean, that's what I should be using for pulling this. I think that one has Melissa in it too, so... I know Harvard doesn't do mods, but I went into the Mac R and said I really love the Mac R. My only regret is it doesn't seem to support Sissel's Mega Mods. And I said probably because it's a small cab. There's just not enough, there's not enough connection points for all those things. But I would like to have Melissa sitting next to me. Hey, YD. Sorry I dropped you last night. I noticed you were on, and I'd started my stream, and then I got distracted checking some emails and Facebook and stuff, and I realized I've been up for about 10 minutes with nothing happening, so I stopped, and then they restarted. Oh. So I've got a heavy load. It's 48 tons. It's one of these things where you have to bring a truck back to... I got it down to the floor too. It's one of these things where you have to bring a truck back to a... Take it to its destination point with the cargo, and then for these heavy hauls, what happens is sometime after, allegedly... Love this engine. Sometime after, then they will have taken the cargo off and they'll have loaded the Jeep and Stinger. Yep, this has the Jeep and Stinger onto the trailer, and then you go back and you then take the truck and the trailer with the Jeep and Stinger on it to the Kenworth dealer. So I tried it once, it didn't work. I wasn't sure how long to wait, so I just used the set time. And I added a couple hours, and the trailer was gone. So using the set time takes you out of the game, sort of. Probably a mistake. So I'm thinking I'm not going to go be 65 in this, but we'll see. We're 8. We're actually thinking of changing to the next gear. Oh, that's right. I was going to look for a different transmission. I don't think there is one available for this. I would like a slightly lower rear end differential, which would mean that I would be able to get slightly higher speeds at this RPM. Two hours ago, so so I'm not sure what I do when I'm waiting. I guess what I do is I'll just let the game sit and see what happens. What face to face cam? What face cam? I'm using the face cam that my son gave me. You mean webcam? Yeah, I give him the, I don't know, the one my son gave me. It's a little rectangular thing. Sits on top of the monitor. It's by, can I tell who it's by if I go like this? Properties. Oh, Microsoft LifeCam HD 3000. So, that's it. It's okay. Seems to work okay. I don't know, the price was right. Excuse me. He'd also let me, he had a microphone, like, no, I forget what kind of mic. Okay, so there's guys on the right there. You guys all go ahead, okay? Because I think what I'm going to do is take the whole lane. Comes, so... Yeah, I didn't really need to, I guess. This thing tracks pretty good. Yeah, roundabouts. It tracks pretty well. We've got several roundabouts in Ottawa now. I really don't like them when I have a long load, because the AI invariably screws you over, so cuts you off or tries to ram you, or so if at all possible, when I hit a roundabout, I try to take up, I run a block. So I deliberately take both lanes. So there's no thought of, oh, I can just sneak by this truck. No, you can't. They're the same in real life, though. I mean, we have roundabouts here in Ottawa, and there's still people who get confused. I was in one of them, and yeah, it was a double lane going around, and a woman stopped in the middle of the roundabout to let somebody cross, a pedestrian cross, even though it's clearly marked. The cars have the right of way, because once you get in the roundabout and start flowing around, everybody can't just stop because somebody wants to, I'm sorry. But they have made a judgment call, and they said, no, pedestrians can wait. So, howdy. Scummer 16. Skimming the summer. Summer's pretty well done, eh? Radio had a back to school special today. They were talking about, basically it was a call in for parents who had already or were about to get their kids off to university. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. So, can be traumatic for the parents sending their kids off, and also for kids leaving. But, you know, I got grandkids. That are, let's see, I don't think any of them are changing schools. One, as I think, is going to start going to preschool. The other ones may be starting grade 1. But more stories to keep you entertained. Well, I can tell you about the guy, the poor Tyler came to do high-speed installation here. And I usually point out to the Bell installers when they come that I am ex-Bell. So that's a double-edged sword, right? They know that, oops, speeding? Ooh, $1,000? Jeez. What, it's slow here? Jeez, my gracious. Well, I guess so. It's kind of twisty. Oh, that's right. We're going to the Grand Canyon. It's sort of a double-edged sword that in one hand the guy knows that you'll cut him some slack because you've been there, done that, but on the other hand, he knows that he can't snow you with bullshit. You know, so. So Tyler showed up. He was an hour late. They book it an afternoon, and then they give you updates every half hour as they get closer or not. So that's okay. His previous job probably went long, and this one went long too. He was about to not do it. I'm getting fiber installed, which means that they have to bring the fiber right into the house, and that means they have to drill a hole in a wall. And there's already half a dozen holes in the one wall, one side of the 3-story house, well, 2-story in a basement, because they had cable put in, and then it's stuccoed, a nice light color stucco, so the wire shows up as this grid. The landlord wanted to get rid of it all. But we managed to reuse one of the existing holes, so not that bad, but I don't know where you are, what the service is like where you are, but we've got Rogers Cable and Bell. Bell runs the phone wires. And Bell definitely will not take down old phone wires. I think even if they upgrade the service and bury the service in your backyard, I don't think they necessarily go through and take out the old stuff. If you want them to take it out, you can pay somebody by the hour to come and do it. And you don't even get to keep the copper. So the advice of people offline is to, well, if you know the Bell lines are dead, just cut them at your house. And just, you know, coil them up back at the pole in your backyard. Coil them up, duct tape them, and just tape them to the pole and just leave them there. Not your problem. No. Rogers Cable will come and clean up, I think, but excuse me, possibly only if you're a Rogers customer. Okay, so this will be interesting to see what happens here. I'm really enjoying the Midwest expansion, and Jace Meister is quite a responsive developer. I feel bad in a way. There's some people in there who keep saying, "Do this, you could do this, do this, do this," but he's a big boy. He can tell them to stop if he wants to. So. I get the same thing as another type of creator, as a writer. Now, in his case, it's like readers, really. Sorry, I'll explain why it's like readers. Okay, hopefully we spawn, we drop it properly and don't. Good. Okay, so I think what I do is supposedly excuse me. Occasionally, my fellow writers will suggest changes, modifications to my work. Okay, let's wait for a bit and see if what this thing does. So occasionally they will, like I said, suggest changes to my work, but only on request. And I guess that is akin to a map developer, other map developers coming in and you're going live in 15 minutes. All right, Ilonda from across the pond. What's the time there? Supper time? Is it 6 o'clock there? So like I say, that's like other writers telling me what to do on my stories, or not saying anything. Is like other developers going in here and telling somebody, here's what you should do on your map or not do on your map. What I usually get is readers saying, you should put this in your story. This would be good. This pub looks good. That thing that happened on the street would make a great story. Things like that, where they mean well, but they don't really know whether I really can be done or not. And that's like the casual person coming in here who's a driver, enjoys the game and says, you know, this would be cool, that'd be cool. So a game she is doing, I forget. You could go to her, I don't know how to spell broccoli. Yes. Oh, she had beef, potatoes, and broccoli for supper. Broccoli. Oh, so you're playing a game called Broccoli? No. Okay, so where are we? We are in Page. Let's see what there is in Page. Freight Market. Grand Canyon Village. And it's... Is it this thing? Is it this rescue? I don't know. I don't think she's a, trucker person. Just do it. It's the Nike thing. So where's this truck rescue thing here? I don't know. Let me go here. Let's go back in the truck and see if the cargo has changed. No, that thing is still there. So use this like a return later. I don't know. I can go get gas. That would work. CSGO, CSGO. What's CSGO? CSGO. I can raid you. I can raid you, Elonda. Shoot a game. Are you up and running yet? If you're up and running, I can. I'll raid you. Me and my 3 people. Although YD might jump over there anyways. Oh, okay. Well, okay. So I'm not sure what's happening here with this thing. How I get this to be a cargo. I'm thinking. Okay. I'm thinking what I do is maybe if I go to the gas station and I go and gas up. Maybe when I come back, it'll be unloaded or something. Take away my peeps. My peeps. Oops. Oh, do I have to put it in gear? Apparently I do. Okay, we'll go get gas. And we'll see how that goes. I guess we can take the Jake off. It's you really need to be up here on this game. I guess the real truckers could lean forward and back and look through the wind, But in this, when you look, the mirrors, well, first of all, they're way out. And second of all, they block a lot. Normally, like I said, normally the trucker would lean over. Oh, I've got a mod for realistic diesel prices too, which is changed weekly. So I don't know. I never pay any attention to the price anyways, but supposedly it's $3 a gallon for diesel. They don't have price for blue. Oh, I bet this truck is old enough that it won't need any blue. So let's go back here and see. Yes, they are. Yep, they're pretty simple. And then you just go to your channel, edit panels. Go to the edit mode of your channel, and then you just shuffle them around. See, it's still there. What else we got from here? Can we get a short load from here? No. There's that thing. So what else we got? We got Flagstaff. Go back to the job selection and select a job. From where? From here? I'm here in Grand Canyon Village, and this does not show as a job. The only thing that shows is this work-in 21 ton, which is, where the hell is it? It's probably sitting back there. So, I guess I can go to Flagstaff and see what happens if I get the Flagstaff. Try to pick it up. Well, yeah, but it's got no. Well, I suppose, but it said what it's supposed to do is supposedly. Oh yeah, this stupid. Oops. Oh, that was badly planned. Might be able to pick it up. I might be able to pick it up. Nope, nothing. Is it because I was crooked? No, nothing. Okay. You too, Londa. I'll pop in and say hi after. Maybe I can get a short haul out of Flagstaff. Let's see if I go to Flagstaff and get something easy. Job market, freight market, Flagstaff. What have I got? What's the shortest route I've got out of Flagstaff? Flagstaff to Farmingham. Or how about up at Page? Page to Flagstaff. I could do that. It's funny there's not one out of Flagstaff, eh? Raid. Yes, I think I'll do that because I need to have a shower and get organized and do some stuff. And I think I'm just going to let the game sit here for a day in this in like this. I can just sit like that. And in the meantime, we'll see if we can raid our friend Londa here. Oh, see, she's got to get going though. So what I'm hoping is that this I could do it. I really don't want to change the time because I'm afraid if I change the time, I got to screw things up. So let's do a tour of the Grand Canyon. Up here. Let's go up here and see what we can find. Is there a repair place there? There's not. If there was, that'd be cool. We want to go here and then here. Or like that. Okay. She is? Let me look. Oh, geez. Crash bang wall about there. Another bloody thunderstorm? Or more construction? Okay, we gotta wait for the commercial finishes. Okay. We can do a raid if you want. There she is.
Hello. Hey, Chris. We're going for global today, so that's gonna be fun.
Okay.
It's looking good. Bro, I've never felt this ugly before.
There we go.
Look at my hand. So much makeup on it. Disgusting. Oh, Raven! Why didn't you keep streaming yourself? Thank you so much. Disgusting. Hi, Whitey. Whitey. Raven, hi. You didn't want to keep gaming yourself? Oh, Matt, shut up.
What's up, bitch?
Thanks for following Scummer16. How you doing, Matt? Nah, it didn't work. What didn't work?
Thanks, guys.